Good evening. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hello. Hi, sweetie. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Good evening. I have just invited our guest for today. Hi. Let's heal together. Hello. How is everybody doing? Accept life. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Okay. So, in the meantime, till the time our guest joins in, those who are here, what do you know about awakened life? So we always talk about what we do and who we are. Today, let's start with you guys. What do you guys know about awakened life? Sweetie, I've sent you the invite again. Oh, great. Hi, sweetie.
Hi. Hi, Ruby.
How are you? Good
Okay.
to see you.
I'm good. Thank
Am I
you.
audible?
Good to see you too. Yes, you are. However, I'm not able to see your video. Are you
Oh,
able to see my video?
yes, I am.
Okay. Okay.
Those who are here, can you see sweetie? Can you see me? You can't still see me, sweetie?
No, I can't.
Okay.
So I see half screen, and the bottom half of the screen I see myself, my video, and the upper half of the screen is blank.
Okay. Everybody joining in, can you see the both of us? Can you please confirm? Sweetie, do you want to log off and maybe log in again?
Yes, I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah, yeah. What all do you know about Awakened Life? Can you see me now?
that. No, I can't.
Okay. So what are we going to do?
Okay. Let it be.
Everybody else
Let's
can
see.
see you. Everybody's saying yes. So I'm sure
Okay,
they
I
can.
hope the audience is able to see both of us.
Yeah. But okay, so then we just go by as long as
All
you
right.
can hear.
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. So, Sweetie, I've just asked everybody to tell me a little about what Awakened Life is. So I'm just waiting for their response, and then we're going to dive in. Uh,
Yeah,
so
sure.
give me a moment. Let me see if everybody. Oh, Nirni is confirming. Thank you, Nirni. Thank you. Good to see you
Thanks,
here.
Danny.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Shikha. Thank you for joining in. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so these guys, I don't know if they're still typing, but I'm going to start by Sweetie. Thank you for joining here. Welcome on Awaken Life. Awaken Life is a
Thank you.
platform where we talk about conscious living at various levels, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And we bring, so a lot of people ask us, why do you do these lives? And we are like, because we just want to bring you all the information that is available about your personal journey, how you can better your personal growth and your personal journey. And that's why we have experts like Sweetie here with us. So, Sweetie, welcome. I am going to quickly,
Thank you.
uh, so Sweetie is also known as Ambica, but I've known Sweetie for about 13 years, and that's the best way I can address her.
Yes.
Manglic. She's, she's been a Cambridge certified educator with diploma in multiple intelligences, holds an MBA degree, has worked in the corporate sector for over 10 years before she got into this world of magical metaphysics and alternative therapy and healing. Few of her credentials in this field include she's a certified Akashic Records reader. She is a Also, her certification is recognized by IMDHA, which is the International Medical Dental Hypnotherapy Association of USA, and she's registered as a mental health professional with WHO. Amazing. So she is also a certified clinical hypnotherapist. She's a Brian Weiss certified past life regression therapist. She's a transpersonal regression therapist from Tasso Institute, Netherlands, and the list goes on. So
Learning
this is
never stops.
amazing. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank you
for
so much, Ruby.
all the
Yeah.
So I know that every time I call up Sweety, she's involved in her studies. So I think being
Yeah.
a therapist and healer means that you do a lot of study and learn about the modalities in depth as much as you can, because that's how you can transfer that uh, to your to the people who come to you, right?
True.
So how you help those people with your in-depth knowledge about the subject. So that's an amazing thing about you, Sweetie. I personally
Thank you,
admire
Ruby. Thank you so much. So glad to know that,
that.
we have people who appreciate, what I do. And yeah, it's amazing to have well-wishers around.
Lovely, lovely. So let's start with hypnotherapy. What is
Yeah.
hypnotherapy and what is it used for? A lot of people have this wrong notion about what hypnotherapy is and how does it look like. It looks a little scary to a lot of people. That's what they understand from it. But let's really understand what it is.
Yeah, of course. In fact, I was really eager to answer this and address this particular thing. There are lots of myths, but let me just highlight first what hypnotherapy is and what hypnotherapy is not later. So,
Yeah.
talking about hypnotherapy or hypnosis, it's a state
Sweetie,
of
sorry,
mind.
can you be a little bit more loud? Little bit.
Yeah, one second. I'll just increase the volume. All right.
You
Am I
can't
audible
still,
now?
yes, better. You still can't see me,
All right.
right?
Yes, I can't see you. So let us just go
Yeah,
ahead with how
yeah, no
things are.
problem.
Yeah. As long as the audience is able to see both of us, that's fine.
It is fine. Yeah.
So, yeah, talking about hypnotherapy or hypnosis, it's a state of mind. It's a trance-like state, where you have very heightened state focus, concentration, and awareness. All right, and it is a state where one is very receptive and responsive towards the suggestions that's given by the therapist. So, in order to work deeply at a certain issue or a problem, it's very important that you reach a deeper state of mind. All right. And that is what we, as hypnotherapists or hypnotists, help the client or an individual to achieve that trance like state in therapy, which is called hypnosis, where the person's focus, concentration, and awareness is very high. And with that high awareness and focus, the person is then able to receive the suggestions and is also able to alter and change and work upon what he or she has come from or come for in therapy. So, to give you an example, a person has a belief that it's very hard to earn money. And of course, that belief is manifesting in his or her life where it's actually very difficult to make money. The person is making money, but has to go through a lot of hardships and it comes after a lot of effort. Now, in this case, if this is the belief that the person has, definitely this belief is caging this person and is making the life tough for this person in earning money. Now, in order to change that, alter this belief, all right, one needs to be in that deep state of awareness to be able to work on this particular belief system and alter it and be open to the suggestions. So that is the state that we achieve or we help a client achieve and be in therapy. And let me tell you, hypnosis is a very natural state to human beings. So, moment we wake up in the morning, we are in a hypnogagic state. So before our to-do list, for the day gets in our head after waking up, we are in that hypnagogic state. It's a very natural state for human beings. The moment we begin to watch a movie or a commercial, we enter a light state of hypnosis. You are painting something, reading something, and you're completely involved and engrossed in that. You are in a light state of hypnosis. So you must have observed that when you are deeply engrossed into something, someone comes from behind and taps you. You are startled, right? Because you are in a light state of hypnosis. And when a person's, taps, you are out of that, and that's the reason you get startled. So in fact, as hypnotherapist, have this very light moment or this discussion with my fellow colleagues that, people call it hypnotherapy or hypnosis, but when they come to the therapist, but they are in that hypnosis state before they come to the therapist. Already they are in that because either they are dwelling in the past or they are involved into something that's bothering them, okay, and that's occupying their mind. So that, as it is a state of hypnosis. So when actually they come to a hypnotherapist, the trance is broken. The hypnotherapist helps them break that trance and face the reality to be able to work, on that.
Yes.
So this is how we go about it, and this is what hypnotherapy or hypnosis is. It's a very, very natural and safe state to be.
Okay. And what exactly happens in a hypnotherapy session and how does it work? So if somebody comes to you, what do you actually take them to?
Okay. So, good question, because it's important that people get to know what happens exactly in a session. So, the first and the foremost thing that we do as therapists is to understand what is it that the person wants to address in therapy, finalize that objective, finalize that goal or aim for which they want to take therapy. Now, there can be many issues that can be bothering the person, but out of all those issues, I, as a therapist, do not decide, oh, you should work on this or you should work on that because this seems to be more important or crucial or bothersome. So I, as a therapist, do not decide that. I allow the person, okay, to decide what is it that he or she wants to work through. So anything and everything that's bothering that
So
person
how do they come to
too
that?
much.
How do they come
So
to?
while the person is talking, okay, so while the person is
Okay.
talking, of course, when we are taking the case history, the detailed history and the background of the person, and while doing that, we also emphasize on how is that situation that the person is describing or narrating, how is it impacting the person, bothering the person emotionally. So basis on that, the person, gets to know that, oh, this is what is bothering me the most, and this is what I want to address. So
Mm.
out of a lot of things that the person ends up sharing in the discussion, we first finalize that what is it that he or she wants to work through. So once that objective is finalized, now that objective can be, I want to work on a relationship issue, I want to work on my diabetes or asthma or PCOD or anxiety or depression or some fear or phobia. Now, whatever that issue is, once we finalize that, we then begin the therapy sessions. And in order to explain how hypnotherapy works, let me explain to you first how the mind functions and how the mind works. So that
So,
will help people understand how the therapy goes in.
right. So, Sweetie, do people come with only emotional related issues, or do they even come with physical related issues? Or do
All
they
kind
come
of issues.
a confused mind saying, I don't know what my issue is? Because a lot of times we don't know what our issue is, but we're not just feeling our best. We know we're not doing our best.
Right, right, right. So people come with all sort of issues: mental, emotional, psychological, psychosomatic issues, a range of issues. As I said, there are issues related to career blocks, creativity blocks, abundance blocks, relationships, fears, phobias. Something that they are not able to get over, that happened in the past, or something related to their physical body, some chronic illness that they're going through. So the issues range from mental, emotional, physical, psychosomatic, psychological, all sort of issues, they come with. And as you rightly pointed out, sometimes they are not even aware exactly what is it that's bothering me the most and what should I address. But again, given the understanding, experience, knowledge, and expertise and the skills, the tools and techniques that we have, by the end of the session, we are able to help the person at least identify what's bothering him or her the most. That's where
Right.
our role comes in, because the way we probe and the way we navigate the session, that helps them understand, yeah, this is what is bothering me. And that's how we come to the conclusion, or, deciding on the objective of the therapy. So yeah, this is how we go about it. And talking about how the therapy session works and what exactly happens in a therapy, let me explain to you first how the mind functions. Okay, because once we understand that, okay, what is mind and how mind functions, I'll be able to explain what exactly happens in therapy. So my first question to everyone here is, what is your understanding of mind? If anyone wants to share their understanding of mind, please feel free. Go ahead and type in the comments.
So,
Anyone?
anybody, what is your understanding of the mind? How does the mind function?
All right. Are you seeing any comments? Because I'm not able to. So,
No, there aren't yet. Maybe they're still
okay,
right.
okay. So let me just address. Okay, mind is where we store feelings and emotions.
Or you can see, I
Okay.
still can't see the comment.
Okay. So Anurag Yoga writes, mind is where we store feelings and emotions. All
Okay,
right.
that's number that. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. So yeah, let me give a more detailed and more simpler understanding of mind. It's not a physical organ. It's a ball of energy that is 12
Sweetie, you
feet
have to
in
be a little more
diameter.
loud. The voice is a little
Are
low.
you now able to hear me well?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Are you
okay.
on the earphones?
Yeah, I am having earphones. Yeah, wearing my earphones.
Do you want to just get rid of them?
One sec. Is it now audible?
Okay.
Are you now able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay, no, but my
Okay, no,
voice
but
is
my
echoing.
voice
So
is
I will.
echoing. So I will. Is the voice okay, or was it better with the earphones?
Better with the
Better with
earphones.
the earphones. All right. One second.
So everybody's
So
written,
everybody's written.
uh, mind where our thoughts, mind where our thoughts come. Mind is where the thoughts come. Is that what you meant? Um, Mind is where we store where we store feelings and emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah. But just be a little more loud, I think.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So, talking about mind, it's a ball of energy which is 12 feet in diameter. All right. And it's divided into two parts, conscious mind and subconscious mind. Now, talking about the conscious mind, it is the conscious mind that helps us think, have ideas, apply logic, analyze, uh, problem solve, uh, carry on with our decision making and all. Okay. So throughout the day, if you notice and realize, we are using our conscious mind. We are constantly thinking something, analyzing something, strategizing something, or applying our logic to something. But throughout the day, we are using our conscious mind. However, the functional capacity of conscious mind is only 8 to 10%. So now you must be thinking, has the planning commission up there made some mistake or a blunder that the mind that we use the most throughout the day, its functional capacity is only 8 to 10%. But the major part or the functioning is done by the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind's functional capacity is 88 to 90%. And it is the storehouse of all your past memories. It is known as the database of all your past memories. So when I say past memories, I mean past memories of your present life. That is, ever since one is conceived in the mother's womb till now, all the experiences, be it good, bad, pleasant, unpleasant, all the experiences one has been through, everything is stored in your subconscious mind. Okay. When I say past memories, I mean the past memories of the current life and of the past life also. So whatever past lives that one has had, one has been through or has had, and all the experience one has, been through in the past lives. Now, all these experiences are stored in the subconscious mind. So the past experiences of your current and present, and past lives, all are stored in your subconscious mind.
So
So
past
in
life regression is also a part of hypnotherapy.
Yes, so that's why we call it integrated hypnotherapy. And I will come to that part, that why past life is also part of hypnotherapy in what we
Yeah.
practice here. So we act in the subconscious mind basically is the storehouse or database of all your past memories, current and past lives. And in between this conscious mind and subconscious mind, there is a filter we call a critical filter. This critical filter is not there at the time of birth. It begins to form from our birth and is completely formed and developed by the age of 8 years. So between 0 to 8 years, this critical filter is formed between our conscious mind and subconscious mind. Now, this critical filter is formed based on the experience one has, based on the economic background, social background, religious background, and how one is, one's upbringing is done basically. So the child, okay, between that age of 0 to 8 years is basis on these exposure of different areas, begins to start having an understanding of life, environment, people, and self. And that is where some beliefs are formed about everything. So, what happens in therapy is when someone decides to address a particular issue, be it mental, emotional, physical, in hypnotherapy, we go to the root cause of the issue. We deal with the root cause of the issue. And as I said, the root cause of the issue lies in the subconscious mind because that is where the memories of your past, present life, and past lives, everything is stored. So, what happens in a therapy is the subconscious mind then throws up a memory in connection to the issue that the person is facing in this life. Now, whatever memory that the subconscious mind throws up in therapy, be it a memory of a present life incidence or experience, be it a memory of a past life, or some external energy attachment, we deal with that. So, there in therapy, I do not apply my logic or assumption, nor does the client do that. But it's the client's subconscious mind that throws up the memory in connection to the issue that the client is facing. And we deal with that. So,
So
every
do the sorry. So do the does the person who's going through the regression or is in that hypnotic
the
state,
trance-like state,
yeah,
yes, yes,
trance-like state, do they talk about what they're going through, or what they're feeling, or what is it
yes,
that okay, what is it?
yes, they do.
As
So,
in, what I'm
there
that
in,
is the
yeah, yeah.
issue identified by you, or are they able to identify the issue themselves?
So, as I said, once that objective is taken and we begin the therapy sessions, in one particular therapy session, whatever memory the subconscious mind throws up, or brings up, we deal with that. Now, that memory can be of a current life episode or a past life episode. Now, all this is said and told or received by the person. So, whatever the person is receiving, okay, from the subconscious mind, they speak, they share, and as a therapist, you are navigating or facilitating the session accordingly. So that is where I will be, facilitating or navigating the session towards, basis on the inputs I receive from the person. Okay, and that trance-like state is deep enough that to help a person access the depth of the subconscious mind, to be able to see or sense or feel this memory, basically. So whatever the person begins to receive, they start sharing, and based on that, the therapist navigates the session. And the session ends only when we have dealt with that entire memory. We have closed whatever was unhealed or unresolved or unfinished over there. So only when that happens, the therapy or the session is over. So whatever that memory is, we deal with that in the therapy session. And of course, the person gets this insight, and the person is also in much awareness what he or she is talking, because this trance-like state is an extremely safe state. Uh, in this state, the hypnosis state or the trance-like state, your conscious mind is partially active, which is, the logical mind or the analytical mind, that's partially active instead of being 100% active.
Completely.
Why? Because we do not want the logic to interfere with what inputs and insights that the subconscious mind is giving.
Right.
Had the person be able to identify the root cause and resolve the issue with the limited understanding of conscious mind, okay, the person wouldn't have come for therapy seeking help, right? So
Yeah.
the fact that the logic or the analysis, how much ever the person tried to work on it through the logical mind, analytical mind, couldn't get through it and needed help, has now come to the therapist, a hypnotherapist, and is now accessing the subconscious mind, where the root cause of the problem lies and the solution and the wisdom to the problem also lies. And you know
Mm.
what, Ruby, I find hypnotherapy very empowering, because here I'm not just projecting some symbols, or I'm not just touching some parts, and some healing is happening. Here, the person is very much aware what he or she is saying, and what experiences, past experiences are coming through. They are receiving a greater, perspective to it. They are able to bring a closure to it, and they are also able to extract the learning and the wisdom from it, from that episode which they missed, okay, during that time. Now, that is what empowers the person, where they realize that the root cause was very much in their own subconscious mind, and the solution to their issue was also in their subconscious mind. The therapist was a mere facilitator or a navigator in this entire session, to help that person bring that awareness, wisdom, and to the awareness of the conscious mind, basically. So it's an absolutely safe state, to be in that, to be in hypnosis. And as I said, the logical mind or the conscious mind is partially active, but the subconscious mind is fully active.
I think what you said
And
is very nice that, you help
yeah,
them to bring that wisdom of whatever's happened uh, to the conscious mind. And that's where I think the understanding and the healing can happen, right? Because
yes.
then you become aware of the issue and then you're able to deal with it.
True. Because, so at the end of the session, one doesn't leave with a feeling that, oh, I'm dependent on this therapist. Only if she heals me or she does something, I'll be healed. No, here the person had everything, okay, and all he or she needed was a therapist who could help him or her access the depth of the subconscious mind, bring up that memory, resolve that, and get the wisdom out of it and heal. So, coming back to the functioning of the mind, this is why in hypnotherapy we work with the subconscious mind, because that's where the issue or the root cause lies. So giving an analogy of a tree. So if one of the branches of the tree is infected, and if I only treat that one branch, it will be okay for a while, but after some time it will again, get infected because I have not treated the root cause. So instead of just treating that branch, if I treat the roots of that tree, not only will that branch be treated, but the benefit of that treatment will spread and reach to all the branches of that tree.
Yeah,
And that's
I think a
exactly
lot
what
of us
happens in
don't
therapy.
realize that it's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
important to treat the root cause rather than a superficial treatment of whatever is happening. So many of our
absolutely.
uh, are all stemming from maybe emotional issues, emotional trauma, so much of uh, misery is coming through that.
True, true. And
So,
all one needs is that awareness, basically, where it's
yeah,
coming from and how can I deal with it. Now,
yes,
here we encourage the person to be open because, that root cause can be anywhere. I mean, the root cause can have its, it can be in the present life, a past life, it could be some external energy attachment, but whatever it is, if the person is open to work through it, uh, in few sessions, one is able to overcome and treat the issue.
so, are there any side effects of hypnotherapy? That is one question. But there's one more question that's coming to my mind, which is um, are there times when people are not able to regress or not able to go in that trance? Because that's happened to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Okay.
many months back, and I had gone for a session for past life, and I was just not able to regress.
Okay.
So I want
So,
to know if that was my personal experience, and does that has
mhm.
that happened to any of your clients? Where they're not able to regress, or is it because the person's probably very stuck up, not able to open up, not able to let loose, and I don't know what it was because before that also I've had many years before that I had had one um,
Mm-hmm.
with Anita Bhasin. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
Years back. It was almost about 20 years back, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But uh,
So,
but this
yeah.
next that I had with someone else, I was just not able to regress. So I just want to know, does that happen? And what is it that one can do to ensure that they are able to benefit out of the session that they're going for? Because if you're not able to go in that hypnotic state, then it's of no use.
Right. Right. It's a good question. Honestly speaking, with two of my clients, I face that issue. Out of all the clients that I have worked with, two of my clients, which I am right now able to recall, had issue in regressing. Okay, now one was a very senior lady who had come for asthma and allergy, and another one was in her early 30s. Now, in both the situations, one common thing that I noticed was resistance. All right,
That's what
there
I'm saying.
was there was resistance. Now, with one client, the resistance was, what if my deepest, darkest parts
Mm,
come out? Okay, that was the resistance. With the second one, the thing was, being a senior lady, she had now got so much molded, all right, and conditioned and used to that compromise and adjustment,
yeah,
with the setup of her life, that she did not realize that, it was basically something that she had suppressed. So it took a
yeah,
while for her to go little deep to those instances. Okay, so initially, in the first session, it was difficult for her to regress to that, that initial moment, that origin moment. So she regressed to a moment after her marriage where she was asked to suppress her voice, and the family that she was married in was very dominating and did not allow her to have a voice of her own, and had to take their tantrums and everything. Now she was so used to all that, for 30, 40 years being in that relationship, that she didn't realize that it was an issue. because now everything was fine. I mean, the stage at which when she had come, everything was fine. I mean, because she had, like, everything in place, and she was used to that kind of thing. But again, when we worked in the second session took her much deeper to her younger years, the formative years which I was talking about, the 0 to 8 years. And that's exactly what I look as a therapist, because something that you have felt, like anger, suppression, or fear at the age of 20 or 30 is not the first time that someone has felt this thing, right?
Obviously.
There, so it has to be somewhere in the formative years when for the very first time that person has felt that anger or suppression or irritation or anything. So we try to go to the root cause, and the root cause cannot be somewhere in your 20s or 30s. It
Yeah.
definitely lies in those formative years when for the first time you have experienced something, right? So it took a while, to help her reach that stage. And yes, we did have, success in helping her regress to those
Yes.
initial years of her lives where she realized, oh, this is where I was stopped first. And this is where I decided to just take that domination just because I'm a girl, and this is how I'm supposed to take it for the sake of family. So that is when she started taking that first, and that got reiterated or strengthened when she got married, and while she was growing up and all that. So once that thing was addressed, she was able to connect the dot. The second client, as I mentioned, had too much resistance because she was afraid that something dark and or something unpleasant, would come up. Now, in that situation, what happens, Ruby, is that if the other person is not ready to bring up these things, is not ready to bear open and trust the therapist or trust this
Yeah, I was just coming
tool.
to that. That you need to trust the therapist with whatever is going
Yes.
to come.
We call it a square of trust, where I need to trust the client need to trust me,
Yeah,
I need to trust
talking
therapy,
about
and the client
the
needs to
time.
trust the therapy. So it's a square of trust, that we call. So,
Yeah.
so you have to come with, a certain amount of faith that, I'm here to heal myself. And
Yes.
things that I'm not comfortable talking about, or I'm afraid to bring up those parts of me, with that resistance and fear, of course, you cannot. And also, Ruby, what happens is, there's a time for everything. So if, if a person has decided to work on something, that person will eventually end up in front of that therapist or a healer with, whom it is meant to happen.
Yeah.
And also, as therapists, we have this understanding that there are many people who go through, in fact, everyone has some or the other issue, but not everyone
Yeah.
turns up for therapy. So the
Correct.
ones that turn for therapy or come up for therapy are the ones who are trying to work through some situation or issue, are not able to have success, or are not able to get that, okay, through the efforts that they are trying to put, and still want to, get that thing done, and are now seeking help of some expert or a therapist who can help them. But someone who is going through some issue or a situation, is also affected, is also bothered. But if that person feels that no, this is part and parcel of life, chalta rehta hai, ye to hota rehta hai. Now that person will not end up coming for therapy because that
Yeah.
person feels this is part and parcel of life. But the one
That
who is
awareness is not
affected by
coming.
it,
Yeah.
yes, yes, but the one who is affected by it, is bothered by it, and is making efforts to resolve that, work through that, and is not able to get that, will then seek help, and decide to work through it. So that is when someone ends up coming to a therapist.
Okay. And so coming back to my earlier question, are there any side effects of hypnotherapy?
So the side
I
effects,
don't see any,
yes,
but
right. So the
the
side
only
effects
side
are,
effect is that you'll have to face and face your own, your own self once again.
and I would not call that as a side effect. It's because see,
The
when we
positive side.
fall, okay, when we fall and we injure ourselves, okay, and if there is a wound or a scratch, we have to go to the doctor, and the first thing that the doctor does is cleans and scrapes that part, right?
Yeah.
Clears that part. So unless you go and touch or clear that part, you won't be able to heal your wound. So
You
you
know,
are
I
not
think it is
going back
also
to
that
that.
fear, maybe. You know, people don't want to relive that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I remember when my first session was happening with Anita Auntie, um, you know, that was my first time ever that I was going for a past life regression, and I was scared
Hmm.
because not because uh, not because I didn't trust Auntie, but more because I was worried what I was going to go through or what I
Right,
was
right, right,
right,
right.
and that and whether I wanted to if it was going to be extremely unpleasant, do I want to narrate it and talk
Yeah,
about
yeah. Yeah.
it?
So many a times I get this thing from friends or gatherings that, oh, really afraid to go to those moments or those parts or
Yeah,
experiences because we don't want to talk about those unpleasant moments and all, right? But what happens to these unpleasant moments? What you felt 20 years back in a situation that was very painful or traumatic for you, you may not want to talk about it or recall it, but what you felt. Okay, let's say there was an emotion of fear that you felt in that experience, or anger, or sadness, or loneliness. Now, what happens to those emotions? They don't disappear or evaporate. They still continue to play up in the background and continue to build that stress on your nervous system. And that is when, okay, after years of you harboring that and going through these emotions, that emotion then manifests as a disease, unprocessed emotion then manifests as a disease in your physical body, right? So what happens is that these emotions they release certain chemicals, and these chemicals have affinity to certain organs. All right. So if you have, this emotion of anger or fear that's unprocessed, okay, you are not talking about that experience. You are not even aware or, thinking of that emotion anymore because it's a matter of past now. But in the background, in the nervous system, it's still playing up and stressing up your nervous system.
yeah,
And after years of your nervous system taking that stress, it will eventually give up, and you will see that thing manifest in your physical body in the form of some disease. So
absolutely.
we have this it is Dr. Edward Bach's quote that whenever there is a disharmony between mind and soul, okay, it manifests as disease in the physical body.
Mm,
So when one comes for therapy, we are not just addressing one element, we are addressing all three: mind, body, and soul.
correct.
Unless these three are in alignment and in rhythm and in sync and in harmony, one will have some or the other disturbance going on. And coming back to that part where people are afraid to talk about it, this is exactly what happens. We carry it. And what I see is that, okay, in therapy, you don't have to again go through that pain. All you have to do is just process those emotions which you couldn't, in that event or that episode. And whatever precious energy of yours that you've lost or that remains stuck in that situation, take it back. You will begin to feel complete. So, in therapy, when you are regressing to that moment of origin or root cause, you are not going through that pain all over,
Yeah,
processing that event with much and at a with your subconscious mind's intelligence and wisdom, you are dealing with that. So, in fact, that leaves you feel much more lighter and relaxed. Imagine you are carrying that baggage, for years. And when
yeah,
someone comes in therapy, you are losing that baggage that you carried for years. Okay. Sometimes you are losing that baggage you have been carrying for lifetimes, if there are so many past lives attached to it. So
yeah,
the only side effect I see is that people get good sleep. They are able to sleep very well. This is the majority of the times. This is the feedback I have received that we started sleeping well. We are having good sleep. Why? Because you've done a lot of work at a mind, body, and soul level.
yeah.
And the baggage that you were carrying for years and for lifetimes, you have released that. So now you're feeling very light. So the only
Right.
side effect is that people sleep well after that, because they feel much light, deep work.
Amazing, amazing. So, Sweetie,
Yeah.
what is the success rate of hypnotherapy, if there is? if you have to kind of say that, or maybe if you can share some real life case studies that you have about how
Sure.
people have healed, and what was it that they came to you with, and what did they really take away?
Oh, many, many. And in fact, it was, I mean, I am grateful that they opened up to me, and for them, I became the medium to work through their issues. And I've had the opportunity to work, through a variety of issues, right from fears, phobias, migraine, PCOD, anxiety, depression. And chronic pain, creativity blocks, abundance blocks. I've had the opportunity to deal with these cases and talking about few real life cases. There was one client who had come, a male client who had pain in his foot, in the in the center part, the sole of the foot. And the client used to travel to work from Goregaon to BKC, okay, here in Mumbai. And the client felt that, it's been years of me driving in this hectic traffic every day for hours and coming back and pressing the brake and the clutch, so that part of the foot, is paining because of that. And to an extent that the client used to limp, okay. So when we started therapy, of course, a few experiences of the current life and 2 or 3 past lives came up. We dealt with that. And what came up was that in those past lives, this client had issues with related to his leg. One of the life he had injured his leg, another life, it was amputated for some reason, and the client had died in those past lives, had died without any family and friends support and no one around, because all his lives, in those 2 3 lifetimes, he just chased position and money. And when we try to see the connection, how that those past lives were connected to the present life situation and problem of the person, we got to know that in the present life also the person was going through the same thing. That he had come from a small town to Mumbai, okay, and of course he had potential, but he was not getting the desired salary, or the salary which was at par with his other colleagues who were already, from Mumbai, okay, and drawing, 20, 30, 40% more than him every month. So he wanted to achieve that, and as a result, he started doing job of 3 people in the organization. He started chasing that increment and the raise and that position and success. Okay, so he was running after money. He was running after those positions. And any guesses when you're trying to run after something, which part of the body you will end up
Yeah.
injuring? The leg. So we try to go to the metaphysical part or the reason of the issue. So when the client, was able to connect, okay, and relate and see this connection of that past life and the current life, what was happening. Of course, he got his wisdom, why it happened to him in those lives, how it was bothering him in the current life, and how he can, use the wisdom that he missed out learning in that life, how he can now use that wisdom in the present life. So he received that, and without a single painkiller, you know, he was able to walk freely.
So tell me,
So
if people have realized that this is what was the reason or the root cause, but if they continue to live the way they were living, does that problem come back? Because I think the idea is to not just understand what probably was the root cause, but also continue to have that addressed and in check and live in more awareness so that you don't come up with it again.
So what happens is, Ruby, this awareness was always there in your subconscious mind. The only thing
Right.
is that we are so used to just using our conscious mind, with and
Mm,
go and live with that logic and analysis. We are not
mm.
able to, like, just like talking like this, or living day-to-day life. We are not able to easily access our subconscious mind. That is when one needs an expert's help or a therapist's help to help you access your subconscious mind. So
Yeah.
once that wisdom is extracted, when that lesson is taken from your subconscious mind, okay, and it comes to your conscious awareness and it stays in your conscious awareness. All right, it was always there in your subconscious. But after therapy, from that subconscious mind, it has now come to your conscious mind awareness also. So if one particular issue, okay, that you have come up with, that doesn't repeat unless there is some another thread or layer to it opens up. And that's why we insist that, and tell this thing in advance to a person that when you're coming for therapy, be prepared for few sessions. Because here we cannot predict that, okay, your the root cause of your issue is current life only, or it can be coming from past life only. I can, as a therapist, not go with that assumption, all right, or with that strategy. So we tell the person in advance that, be prepared for few sessions. So wherever the root cause is, be it current life, past life, or some external attachments, in those sessions we get to work through all that, so that at all levels, okay, you are able to work through your issue. And
Yeah.
also what happens is, and something that we make it clear is, you have come with this issue. So whatever is bothering you from the past, whatever is blocking you from the past, we will help you clear that in therapy. Okay, and of course the learnings, the wisdom that you missed out. Okay, we help you receive that through therapy.
Mm.
Now, going forward, what choices you make, how you live, with what level of awareness you decide to live, and decisions you make, it's absolutely the person's
Mm. Choice.
responsibility and ownership. But yes, the same issue till now, touch wood, I have not come across. Because, it's like that antibiotic course. Like if the doctor says 10 days ka antibiotic course you have
लेना
to
है
do,
तो लेना
then
ही
we may start feeling better from the fourth day or the fifth day. But we have to
but you
finish
need
that
to
course so
continue.
that we ensure that that virus is eliminated from all, all the parts. Same way
Yeah.
in therapy also, when we tell the client that we prepare for few sessions. So in few sessions, let us have that clarity, to see whether, from all the possibilities of, where the root cause can be of this issue, let us eliminate that and work through that in
Yeah.
therapy in those sessions. So yeah,
Maybe.
that's how we go about
Wow. What an insightful session, sweetie.
it. And thank you. I'm glad and thankful, that you gave me this opportunity to talk. In fact, it was on my mind since long to talk about it, because, every time you say, oh, this is what you practice and this is what you do, people have a lot of questions. And yes, through this session, I got to
Yeah.
address that. Thank you.
Yeah. I think a lot of people also have a wrong notion or not a very clear understanding of what this modality is. And therefore, I think a lot of people don't even want to go ahead and try. So, like I said earlier during the session, the idea of bringing, experts like you on this platform is primarily so that people can very, nicely understand uh, what the modality is, how it can benefit them, and,
Right, Karan.
get your questions answered. So,
Of
Sweetie,
course.
why don't we take our audience through what we promised them? Let's take
Yes.
them, maybe a state of hypnosis, if you can, and then maybe.
Yes. 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 So what I have thought is, to take the audience through a hypnosis session, where, what I have said till now, that we help them get to a very trance-like state. Let me take the audience to that trance-like state. And once they reach that trance-like state where where their focus, awareness, and concentration is really high, in that state, I will induce some suggestions that are meant for general healing, okay, your overall well-being and health. So I will
So, I have
induce
one
these
question
suggestions
on this.
and then, yeah,
Can this
yeah.
be done online, or does one need to be physically present?
So this can be done online also and in person also. Nothing takes away the efficacy or the outcome of the session, because you don't have to
No.
touch the person for it. All you have to do is just ensure that the person is able to listen to you, understand your commands, your suggestions. That's it. That's it. So this can
Oh,
be done online also and can be done in person also. So
no.
even before the pandemic, clients out of Mumbai or out of India, for them, the online sessions only worked. And in pandemic, of course, it
Yeah.
was online for everyone. Yeah. So
Yeah.
nothing takes away the efficacy or outcome of the session here.
All right.
if it is done online.
Super. Let's begin.
So, yeah, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So, I want everyone to just relax, okay, and sit comfortably wherever you are. If you're sitting on a bed or a chair, just sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Once again, take a deep breath in and let it out. Gather all your consciousness, all your awareness, and feel fully present in this physical body of yours. And with each and every breath, feel yourself fully present in this physical body right now. And allow your mind, your physical body, to completely relax. So your eyes are closed and your mind is beginning to relax. Your physical body is beginning to relax. And with your eyes closed, mind completely relaxed, physical body completely relaxed, allow yourself to start going deeper. With each and every breath, you will keep going deeper and deeper. I'm taking you down to a position that is very safe in your own mind. And you will keep going deeper and deeper till I feel you have reached the most receptive state in which we can work. So, with each and every breath you take, give yourself the permission to go deeper and deeper. Your physical body will relax and your mind will be very, very calm. Keep going deeper with each and every breath, deep into your own quiet space. And for the next few moments, you will not be listening to my voice. The absence of my voice, coupled with the other sounds in the background, will help you to go deeper and deeper. So imagine or visualize yourself on top of a staircase. This staircase has 20 steps going down, is very well lit, and has good sturdy handrails on both sides. So when you imagine yourself on top of such a staircase, which has 20 steps going down, is very well lit, has good sturdy handrails on both sides, just become aware of it. Now, as I count you down from 20 down to 0, starting with your left foot first, you will go down that staircase. Each step you take down will take you 10 times as deep, will make you more relaxed, and will make your body lighter and lighter. And when you get to the bottom of the staircase, you will be very deep in your own subconscious mind, and your body will feel so light and so comfortable, as if the entire body was made of light only. So, starting now with your left foot first, start going down that staircase. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now that you are at the bottom of the staircase, get in touch with your light body. It feels so light and so comfortable, as if it were entirely made of light only. So just relax and enjoy your light body standing deep down in your subconscious mind. And now I would like to picture and imagine a healing white light at the top of your head. Visualize or imagine a healing white light at the top of your head. It spreads out and surrounds your entire body. See and feel that white light on the surface of your skin. And now feel it circulate throughout your entire body, healing, cleansing every organ, muscle, nerve, fiber, bone, and cell of your body. Feel the gentle warmth of the white light flow through your head and across your eyes. Feel it melt down your shoulders, circulating around your neck, down your back, and your chest. Feel this white light, healing light, circulating around your heart, through your lungs, and into your stomach, through your intestines, cleansing and healing, healing and cleansing your entire body. You now recognize and realize that your body is in a constant healing process. You now do everything in your power to attain and then maintain perfect health in every way. You no longer do anything that would slow down the healing process. Perfect health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, is your natural state of being. Your mind and body are in a constant healing process. Your mind, body, and spirit now reject all imperfections, expecting only perfect health in every way, every day. The white healing light now scans your entire body and sets up rapid healing throughout the entire physical body. This light heals you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And you automatically set up proper conditions to allow your body, mind, and spirit to attain and maintain perfect health in every way, every day. Visualize yourself moving, working, functioning, and maintaining that perfect health in every way, every day. You no longer eat or drink anything that will interfere with your perfect health. You are automatically attracted to the nutritious foods and all the things that aid in the natural healing processes of the body. You give proper and sufficient rest, and you exercise your body and stay in tune with your body so that it is able to attain and maintain a healthy you in every way. You now take the time and make the time that your body needs to set up conditions to attain and maintain perfect health in every way. You now take the time and make the time to take care of yourself because your health matters, because you matter. You recognize that you are worth that time. You recognize your own value and the value of perfect health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your body is now in a constant healing process at all levels. I want you to now picture and imagine yourself somewhere you enjoy being. So imagine yourself in a place where you just enjoy being. It, feel free to visualize yourself anywhere where you feel amazing, you feel absolutely comfortable. It could be your apartment, the balcony of your apartment, a beach, mountains, or whichever place you like. And as you walk there, you are striding briskly, freely, easily, naturally, and energetically. So, wherever you are in this place of your choice, you are feeling energetic and fully alive. You picture yourself in perfect health, strength, and vitality. You feel vibrant and strong, and there's a smile on your face, and you feel wonderful, healthy, strong, vibrant, and vital inside out as you are healing inside out and enjoying vibrant health and vitality. And your subconscious mind will help you make this picture a reality as you grow stronger and stronger, healthier and healthier with each and every passing day. And with that feeling of vibrant health, vitality, slowly and gradually come back to the here and now and open your eyes when you feel comfortable. Slowly and gradually opening your eyes, coming back to the present moment. Take a moment to gather your thoughts and be in that feeling. And whenever you feel ready, you can share your experience, talk about your experience going through this hypnosis healing session.
Wow, still taking some time.
Yeah, take a moment to gather yourself. And whenever you feel ready, you can share and express your experience, what you went through, how are you feeling now?
Namrata Anunadyoga is saying it was very relaxing and grounding. Totally.
Oh, great. Thank you, Namrata. I'm glad you found it relaxing.
There was a point in time when suddenly, so there is a little knot in my back since last few days.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and suddenly it started acting up. Like
Hmm.
I'm wondering, like suddenly, and it doesn't really bother me so much otherwise.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
through it was exactly that point that started hurting.
Right. Right. So basically, what I did was I took you all through that state of hypnosis, that deep trance-like state where you can access your subconscious mind. All right, and only when you are able to access the subconscious mind, you are able to alter the thought process. So whatever
Yeah.
thought process, experiences, and unprocessed emotions that led to the health issues, we are in that deep trance state. What I did was I altered the thought, okay, the thought process basically, and I induced those positive and healthy suggestions so that the subconscious mind begins to work, towards your physical, mental, emotional healing. Okay, and that is why Ruby, because because we did that at a subconscious level, immediately your body responded to it, and you became aware of that knot. You see
Yeah.
how mind, body, and connected. So,
Absolutely.
moment at a subconscious level, you began to initiate your healing process. You
Yeah.
became aware of that, and the process has
Namrata,
started. So, I just hope that it takes you forward in healing that completely.
it was amazing. Namrata is also asking, is there any way we can do self hypnosis?
Yes, we can. We can. There is a way, we can learn self-hypnosis. But
Okay.
again, we can have a separate session on that where I can share that, how one can practice that on a day-to-day basis. So it's a very good question. In fact, we are all aware of affirmations. We come across these affirmations from various sources, on social media these days, and the books that we
Yeah.
read. The best way for these affirmations to work is at a subconscious level. So if we continue to just affirm that, okay, I'm not healthy. I know inside I'm not feeling healthy, but I say, okay, I am healthy. I'm enjoying vibrant health, or I am receiving abundance. I'm open to the abundance that the universe has to offer. So if I continue affirming that, I am still, affirming at a
At the
conscious level,
superficial
conscious
level.
mind
Yeah.
level. Right. So my
Absolutely. When
conscious mind level,
that
and below the
belief,
conscious mind is that critical filter. Remember, where you have all these beliefs and limiting beliefs, that you may have about money or health or whatever. So that may not let that affirmation work so strongly and completely. But when we learn self-hypnosis, we are able to reach the subconscious mind, access the subconscious mind, and alter that thought and that belief there itself, and induce the positive, belief there, at a subconscious level. So that's what we
amazing.
do in a self-hypnosis session. So you can induce these affirmations, these suggestions at a subconscious level in self-hypnosis. So let's see whenever we are guided, or
To do
the
that
universe
next.
allows us to do a self-hypnosis session, we can do it together. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Uh,
So
Shakuntala
yeah,
Bapna saying very nice, superb session. Thank you.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you everybody for joining in. I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing session. Um,
Yeah, I hope this session begins the healing process and the healing journey, and
absolutely, absolutely. I
begins
think
to work in the favor of
there were
everyone.
amazing takeaways. Basically, how hypnotherapy can help one, um, you know, address the root cause of an issue. I think that's
Right.
the big takeaway. And also, many times when we are not aware of what could be the issue, I think the therapist
Hmm.
comes with a great help to help you bring bring those thoughts, in a more structured way for you to be able to help yourself.
Right. So, hypnotherapy, the reason why I feel so connected with hypnotherapy is because, one, as I said, I find it very empowering. And it also,
Yeah.
as a therapist, doesn't let you go in that ego spiral, Oh, see, I heal these, I heal these many people, and, I do the healing. No, it doesn't let you be in that space, of
Yeah.
ego, because you're a mere facilitator in the session. It's the subconscious mind of the person, that does everything. So, right. So, it's a very, very powerful space to be in. Also, when I work with teenagers and youngsters, it gives them and leaves them with a feeling that the answers were already, with them. All they had to do is just clear the clutter from the mind and
Yeah.
work on the belief system, alter that, and they are
Oh, so
back again.
there is, so that's great. If you're able to address that at a younger age, you don't
Yes,
have to
yes.
live for so many years.
And you know what, Ruby? Youngsters, teenagers, children, they are a delight to work with because they don't have that conditioning is not that strong, as
Strong,
yet,
yes,
like us
yes,
adults. So they are free of a lot of bias and blocks and conditioning. So they are a delight to work with. And the kind of insights you receive from them in therapy is amazing. Their receptivity is amazing.
amazing.
So yeah.
Thank you so much for this lovely session, Sweetie. Those who joined in a little late, I saw a lot of them join while we were doing the session.
Yes,
You can
yes,
keep back to the page and watch the entire live. It's an extremely, extremely insightful session. Sweetie took us through how does the mind function, the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind, and of course, everything about hypnotherapy that you want to know is going to be in this session. So don't miss this. You can always go back and uh, check this out.
yes. You can go through this session, replay this thing, and if you have missed out at any point, go through this
Yes, and
entire
if there are
experience
any
again.
correct questions, you can always put it in the comment section, and Sweetie will be happy to answer them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Ruby,
much.
and thank you, Awaken Live, for organizing this live session and giving me this opportunity
This
to
was long.
discuss and talk about it. Long due, and thanks to you for being so patient with me, bringing me out of my comfort
I
zone
was
and
just
being that
very
catalyst.
patiently waiting for this day.
Yes, thank you so much for being that catalyst. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you from Awaken
All
Live.
right.
Thank you for
Bye bye.
joining in. It's always a pleasure to have you all join our lives. Thank you. We will see you soon. Thanks, sweetie.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you. My pleasure. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
Hey friends, if you found the video interesting, make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video.